Hey there, it's Nagonia Peace, and want to share with you what happened to me as I went down to the county recorder's office here in Georgia. I won't say which county, but it's in the greater metro Atlanta area. At any rate, and this is probably going to be one of many videos. What I'm actually doing is I've already lawfully discharged the mortgage on the property, and at this point I'm basically sandwiching the deal with the county recorders by going down and having the acceptance of the deed and the acknowledgement of the deed put on record. And the first time I went down there, which was last month sometime in May, I was told by the deputy clerk of that particular county that I had to have a United States official issued government identification in order for me to record my document because of fraud that they so-called say they've been experiencing on people recording fraudulent or documents on properties that they have no secured interest in. They've created this new policy, as I explained to the deputy clerk last time I went, that you cannot create a policy that supersedes the law, and the law is very, very clear and very, very straightforward. So, and then I'll tell you about my instance going in on yesterday. So here we are looking at the Georgia Code, and this is Georgia Code 44-2-14. And the title is Property, Recordation and Registration of Deeds and Other Instruments, Recording of Deeds and Other Real Property Transactions. First part here: before any deed to realty or personality or any mortgage, bond for title, or other recordable instrument executed in this state may be recorded, it must be attested or acknowledged as provided by law. So basically, it must be notarized, and my document was notarized. It is in their format. It's on legal paper, everything that they require. So really, the issue that they've been blocking me with actually putting my acceptance of deed on public record has nothing to do with law. It's all their opinions, and that's their policy, is their opinions, but their policy cannot supersede what the law states. So anyway, let's dig a little bit further here, and let's go to Title 18, Section 2071, which is concealment, removal, or mutilation. Okay. A. Whoever willfully and unlawfully conceals, meaning they concealed my document, they didn't record it, removes, mutilates, obliterates, or destroys or attempts to do so, or with intent to do so, takes and carries away any record, proceeding, map, book, paper, document, or other thing filed or deposited with any clerk or officer of any court of the United States, or in any public office, or with any judicial or public officer of the United States, shall be fined. Shall means must. Get you a law dictionary if you don't have one. So in my mind, must be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 3 years or both. Basically, the minute a document is received, it's recorded. Refusal to record any document once you take it down to the county recorder is considered criminal. It's considered a criminal felony according to Title 18 of the United States Code. Okay, so B. Whoever having the custody of any such record, proceeding, map, book, document, paper, or other thing, willfully and unlawfully conceals, removes, mutilates, obliterates, falsifies, or destroys the same shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 3 years or both, and shall means must, and shall forfeit his office and be disqualified from holding any office under the United States. As used in this subsection, the term office does not include the office held by any person as a retired officer of the armed forces of the United States. Doesn't really apply to us, but I just read it. So let's go back. Shall forfeit his office and be disqualified from holding any office under the United States. So if you're found guilty under this particular title, 18, so not only will you have a fine, possible imprisonment, but you are going to lose your job. For those of you county recorders that are listening to this and you are operating in dishonor out there and blocking people from recording documents against their property. Okay, let's go here. Title 18, Section 3571, Sentence of Fine. Pretty much I've got about a $500,000 Title 18 action. I haven't even calculated up the rights violations under Title 42, so this is probably going to be over about $1 million action against these individuals. So let's go down here under Section C, and again we're up under fines for a felony, which we just read from the other title there, that is a felony. For a felony, the fine is not more than $500,000. Okay, and let me pull up a different document here to also show you some case law. So basically what these people are forcing me to do is they are forcing me to hold their feet to the fire, to hold them to the law, and to hold them to their oath that they swore to uphold. And let's talk a little bit about the oath here. Okay. The oath of office is a quid pro contract. Again, get a legal dictionary. U.S. Constitution, Article 6, Clauses 2 and 3, Davis versus Lawyers Surety Corporation, in which clerks, officials, or officers of the government pledge to perform, support, and uphold the United States and states' constitutions in return for substance, wages, perks, benefits. Proponents are subjected to the penalties and remedies for breach of contract. Conspiracy under Title 28 U.S.C. Sections 241, 242, treason under the Constitution at Article 3, Section 3, and intrinsic fraud as per Arbach versus Samuels. So breach of contract. They have a contract, which is an oath that's been filed on the record, in which I have to go back down there next week and pull each of these clerks' oath. Actually, there's about 4 defendants that I personally dealt with that breached their oath. And for a breach of an oath contract under Title 18, you see here Title 18, Section 3571, each violation is $250,000. So with 4 people, we're already at $1 million in fines and penalties. So when I went down yesterday, I actually took a witness with me, and she was there, and she's going to be writing up an affidavit on what took place and everything of that nature. So when I go back, like, remember the first time I went, I didn't show any identification, none whatsoever. I definitely didn't show any government identification because I don't have any government identification because I'm not subject to that particular jurisdiction. I am not a United States citizen. So I went back, and yesterday I showed a private ID. The clerk that was assisting me, she had to, of course, go to her supervisor, and this lady came out, and we started having a conversation. So basically it was 2 of them at that point. 2 or more is conspiracy, but I'm not even going to go there. So at any rate, she says that we cannot accept this. You have to have a United States, oh no, first time she said you have to have a Georgia issued identification. I said, well, okay, I'm not a resident of Georgia or anything like that. I'm not subject to any of the Georgia code and rules. Why would I have a Georgia identification? you know. And then she says, well, you have to have some form of, and this is what she said, which I thought was really funny. She said, you have to, because I'm asking her questions and different things like that, you know, trying to get down to the bottom of the matter. And she's really clueless. She has no clue as far as what she's telling me and what the laws are. She's just, you know, whatever they trained her on, which is incorrect. This is what she's telling me. So she goes, you have to have a USDA identification. And so I said, okay, United States Department of Agriculture. I have to have, I said, that doesn't even make sense. No, I mean U.S., you know, she's all stumbled and everything like that. And I said, well, ma'am, you know, you cannot force an individual to contract. And in essence, that's what you're doing. You're forcing me to contract with this corporation, and I don't want to. I don't need to. This is my property, and I have a valid recorded instrument here that needs to be recorded. And this is lawful identification. It shows my picture, it shows the issue date, it shows the expiration date, there's my signature, and there's the authority who issued me this document. And she goes, no, we cannot accept this, blah, blah. So we're going back and forth, and I'm being very nice. I'm always very nice. I don't argue with people. I just try to get down to the bottom of the matter. Now, I may talk extensively, but, you know, I didn't argue. And she goes, well, you know, I'm not going to argue with you. I said, well, I'm not arguing with you. We're having a conversation. And the things that you're saying, you know, it's not by law. It's all opinion and policy that you all created. So anyway, at that point, I said, okay, I see that I'm getting nowhere with her. I said, you know, I told her, I said, I accept your oath, and I'm going to hold you to your oath as one of the people. And as a matter of fact, I demand you to recite your oath. And when I told her that, she went and gave me her business card. Like, she had no clue. The first guy, who's a deputy clerk, he knew exactly what I was talking about. And in fact, when I said, where would I asked him the first time I went in, where would I find your oath and your bond information? His eyes kind of got big, because he was like, oh, okay, this individual knows something that, you know, the average person doesn't know. He told me where to find it. I'm going to go pull both of them. The young lady I talked to yesterday, on her business card, it just says she's a real estate supervisor. So, yeah, like I said, next week I'll go down there and I'll pull the oath and the bond information and get everything started here on my Title 18 and Title 42 action against the county here. So that's it for this video. I'll be sharing some more videos as I go through each step of this process. The resolution in the meantime, what we're going to do is I'm going to go back down there with my partner, who is also on the warranty deed, and she is a United States citizen, and she does have Georgia identification. So we'll go down there together, and we'll have her to record the document. But that still will not stop me from filing an action against these individuals, because what's going to happen is they're going to continue to violate people's rights. They're going to continue to try and block people from properly owning their property. You know, this is my queendom. This is my property, and I should be the sovereign queen over this property, and not the state, not the county. And they know that, and so that's why they're blocking me from recording this acceptance of deed. So anyway, talk to you guys real soon. Take care.